Hello, welcome back to the channel everybody. Today we're doing our top 10 pictures for 2024. So these are the pictures that I've enjoyed colouring the most this year. I have picked 10 and I've got 2 honourable mentions as well. I've picked 10 different books, so hopefully you get a good range of images. Alright, let's dive in. The first one I've got is Spirit Animals. This is my absolute favourite book from Hannah Carlson, except for her 2 new ones. So this is probably my favourite in the other series that she's got. Alright, so the page that I have picked is actually, I'm going to count it as 1, but it's done as a double, so technically 2. But it's this cat page here, so the woman with the cat and then the cat by itself. I've brought the colours, I finished this one first and I brought the colours over to this page to make it cohesive and make it, yeah, like a double spread. Since most of the pages in this book you could treat as the double spread, which I have done on the other pages that I've done. So the background was done with it's water-based markers mixed with water to give it that water color effect, and blended with water obviously and a paintbrush. And I have absolutely loved that technique that I've done this year. It is a new technique that I've learnt and I've had so much fun doing it. It comes out so beautiful and bright, just gives it a different textured look in the background apart from Neocolors and pencils and all of that good stuff that we use for our backgrounds. The rest of it is done with Prismacolor pencil and then white gel pen over the top. I'll give you a close-up. This was one of my favourite pages, and unfortunately I didn't get it in video because I was kind of working on it on my lunch breaks at work. So unfortunately it's not a colour along, but I have had many people ask, and I'm sorry for that. But I will use this colour scheme again in another book, I think, with a different picture, so you can use the color combos and stuff and come back and do these pages if you like. I will mention on the video if it eventuates. So that's my first pick. Oh, these aren't in any order, by the way. I've just pulled the book, so whichever book is up next will show the picture. So there's no order of like least favorite to favorite or anything like that. They are just random. So yeah, that's the first one. My favorite book. All right, next one. Let's go Small Victories by Johanna Basford. And the one I picked in here, I should have page marked them, but you know, let's roll with it. Oh goodness, of course, there it is. And it is this one, the little aquarium scene. This one was done again with that same watercolor technique in the background, just with water-based markers and water. It was done with the Color pencils, but a mix between the pastels and the, I think it's 180 set. This one is a color along up on the channel. And then I have gone in with glitter gel pens around the border, some details on the fish, and some white gel pen in there as well. I love how vibrant this came out. This was the first one I'd done with my Color pencils, and they actually surprised me with how nice they lay down and how vibrant they are. So yeah, this was an enjoyable one. I think because it was a different medium and using that watercolor background that I'd fallen in love with, it was really quite fun to do. So I really enjoyed that picture as well as how it turned out. So that is the next one I picked. All right, the next one I picked is another Hannah Carlson. I think there's a few Hannah Carlson books in here. Tales from the Witch's Cottage, and I love this book. This is, yeah, another fave of mine from her. And I picked this one, and again, I'm going to treat it as 1, but it is a 2-page spread. I've just brought the colors that I used here over to here to make it a cohesive, almost double page looking spread. Now, Neocolor 2 in the background with my gold Kaisercraft spray, and I also dabbed on, tapped on some of the Deco Art metallic paint in blue as well. If you can see that in the camera, there we go. The rest of it is Neocolor 2, Prismacolor Premier pencils, And I think some glitter gel pen, and there's also some jelly roll glaze elements there, like on the apple little bits here and the froggy. And yeah, I wanted to make it cohesive and bring it across. So the white glowy flowers is obviously like the crystals with the greens and stuff in there as well. So, and the bug has got jelly roll glaze on him as well, making it a little bit shiny up here. I actually really enjoyed this one. This one was really fun. I don't know if it was because I don't use a lot of green in my pictures usually, unless it's for like leaves and things like that. But I really enjoyed doing the green background and the green froggy and things, which is, I actually did this one and then did the cat one because that brought the green in as well. I was obsessed with green after doing this one here. So there you go. All right, that one is the next one. I'll give you a bit of a close up on that one. Background's all shiny. I enjoyed coloring the apple too. That was really fun. So yeah, that is the next one that I've picked. So this was number 3. Excuse the nasally voice too, guys. I've had really bad hay fever and it's just not going away. So I'm a bit nasally, I'm sorry. All right, let's pick a different one. All right, we're gonna go with Shooting Star by Maria Troll or Trolle. This is beautiful, this book. I absolutely love her new work in these new books. Absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to do more. All right, so I've only done this one in here. Let me find it. This one is also a color along up on the channel. Oh my goodness, did I grab? No, here it is. And it is this little fishing page. The whole thing is done with Prismacolor pencils, including the sky. I wanted to try something different with that one. And I wish I had swapped those two around, but it is what it is. Just would have given it a better blend, but that's okay. And yeah, I wanted to bring the purples from the sky through, so I added it in with her clothes and the flowers just to make it cohesive across the picture. I wanted to do a bit of a minimal palette on this one, just to keep it nice and simple. Again, bright colours though. Oh, sorry, the water is near colour too, to give it a little bit of a stipply look. Sorry, but everything else is Prismacolor pencils. So I'll give you a close-up on this one. Now, I actually chose this one because my boys absolutely love fishing, and so do I. So as soon as I saw that she had a fishing page, that had to be the first one I did. We are big fishermen in this house. So yeah, that was number 4. And I think this was a color along up on the channel. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, number 5. Let's go. This one. Romantic Country. This is the first tale by Eerie. Now this one, you can see a bit of a theme happening in these images, I think, this year. I did the same watercolor technique for the background. Where'd it go? There it is. Same watercolor technique for the brickwork on the back of the building. That was super fun. I absolutely love it. Hey, it's just such an easy technique, and learning to let go of perfection was such a huge learning curve because the color is just going to go where it wants to go. I use the wet on wet technique with it, and it just spreads and it just does its thing, and it's a whole freeing experience. I think because I'm such a perfectionist, learning to let go and let it do its thing was a huge learning experience for me, but I really loved it, really enjoyed doing it. So I'm definitely going to be doing it more in 2025. So apart from that watercolor background with the water-based markers, everything else is done with Prismacolor, and there's some white gel pen in there as well. And I also added in a new medium which gives it that shine, and I can't remember the name of it, but I think it's like Deco Glaze. Hang on, here it is here. The Deco Pudge from Montmartre. It's a gloss, so it dries with it making it a bit shiny, I guess. But yeah, everything else was Prismacolors. So I'll give you a close-up. And I loved colouring the little florals because they weren't overbearing. They were just nice little touches to the page, which I really enjoyed. So this one was actually pretty quick, and I'm pretty sure this is a colour along up on the channel as well. If not, I will show you this technique again anyway. Oh, and the cement was also that watercolour technique as well. So yeah, I loved this one. This was number 5. All right, number 6 is another Hannah Carlson. She's obviously one of my favorite authors. She does have some beautiful books. So this is Atlantis, and this one is the fishy. The 2 fishies, I should say. Now my plan is to bring these colors over to this page as well, and obviously make it cohesive on that side as well. So yeah, Neocolor 2 background. I've also used some Deco Art Gold metallic paint in there on the shell and the border, and then everything else is Prismacolor pencils. So I wanted to make the fish pop, and then the darker background to help draw them out and into focus. The shell, I did that lighter color so I could bring out the elements around it with the darker pop. So with the seaweed or the coral plus the what do you call them, gems up the top there, so that would make those pop that little bit more. Yeah, let's have a look up close. Again, white gel pen and glitter gel pen for details as well. But this was just a really fun, simple, easy one. I enjoyed doing this one. I think it was quicker, especially with the background being a bit larger and filling it in with the Neocolor 2. So yeah, this one was number 6. All right, number 7 was Kirby Rosan's Mythomorphia. This is my favorite book by Kirby. And it was this one here. Alright, so the background was done with Neocolor 2. I outlined the clouds with white gel pen before colouring them, so it erased that dark outer line. And then everything else was done with Prismacolor pencils and white gel pen for details as well. I absolutely love doing this kind of glow effect in the trees, and I can't wait to do that again. I tried doing a bit more of a glow around the animal, but I just couldn't get it to go how I wanted it to over the top of the Neocolors. So that's a something else I'd like to experiment with this year. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. I think because it was a different kind of night scene and the darker tones in the background, just something different, and it was really fun, and I can't wait to actually do that style again, maybe in another picture in this book, being like a mythical, creepy kind of element to it. So yeah, let's go for a close-up look. I tried to bring the colours through on each side, keep it cohesive. So yeah, this one was probably one of my favorites for the year, to be honest. All right, so that's number 7. Number 8 is by Camilla D'Erico, Pop Manga Dragons and Other Magically Mythical Creatures. Again, this is a dual page, but I'm going to count it as one because it is a bit of a team, I guess. So again, this is the watercolor background that I've been doing with the pens. This one I actually did on our camping trip, and it was so much fun. It gave me something to do while the kids went to bed, and hubby and I sat around and had a couple of drinks. It was really cool. Yeah, again, brought the colors across to each page. It was almost like they flipped. So of like the blue wings and the red wings and the outfits. And yeah, everything else was Prismacolor Premier pencils and white gel pen for details. But yeah, this, I just love her work. It's just really cute and fun. Really simple coloring. but you can do some really cool stuff with the backgrounds because she does leave a lot of space there for you to interpret. So I can't wait to do some more in her books. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Now I'm actually really proud with how it turned out. I thought it turned out quite cool with like the color flips. So yeah, this one was number 8. The next one was another Hannah Carlson, and this is God Jewel. And this one I have only just finished, and it is a color along up on the channel. And it is this one here. Again, this was a really quick, easy color. I just love the color choices that I made with the elements around the wreath. The inside, so the wreath is all Prismacolor Premier plus the animal. Inside the wreath, I've used the what was it called? Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. And again, I'm having a lot of fun playing with those this year as well. Just giving it that little bit of watercolor look through here on the outside as well, really making the animal pop. Yeah, and again, white gel pen and the Jelly Roll glaze and glitter. So I'll bring you up close. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing around with the colors on this one. And I used some of the, or 2 of the palettes that I put together in the Christmas palette video as well. Combined them to get that cool page done. So that is number 9. Number 10 is Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. And this page, ooh, a bug. This page, we live in the bush, so as soon as those lights are on, the bugs are coming. It is the shower room. Again, the watercolor background. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun playing with that one. But this one I attempted to add the watercolor onto these leaves as well. So starting to color some elements now, not just the backgrounds. So that was a pretty fun little experiment for me. And everything else is done with Prismacolor Premier pencils. And the black border was black Jelly Roll glaze, just for a little bit of shine. So let's come up close. And yeah, this one was quite fun to do. Again, nice, simple, easy kind of picture with the bigger leaves in it. It does look like there's a lot, but there's actually not that much there. Now this is also a color along up on the channel as well. And yeah, that's number 10, guys. I'm just trying to think. There is 2 that I'd like to do as honorable mentions rather than just my top 10. These 2 are just ones that I enjoyed doing. So in God Jewel, it is the Christmas market. This was obviously recently done being Christmas, but this one was so fun to color. I loved the bright colors. I had a lot of fun with the background. The background is Neocolor too. Everything else is Prismacolor, yes, with white gel pen and some glitter as well, and the glitter gel pens. I actually started this on holidays when I went to Airlie Beach with my sister and her family. So this was just something that we were working on. She had her own colouring book and we were working on together at night while we sat around and the kids were in bed. So this was super fun. I'll show you up close. This is not a colour along on the channel, unfortunately, because I was doing it on holidays and didn't have my filming set up. But yeah, super cute, super fun. So yeah, honourable mention for that one. And another honourable mention was actually in Mythomorphia by Kirby, and it was this guy here. This was fun. So I did the background with metallic paint, which was the Deco Art Dazzling Metallic paint. So the whole background is done in that copper color, and then I went with teals and blacks, whites, and like this creamy goldy color for his body. So this one was really fun. Again, really easy. it was monotonous because of the clouds, which I enjoyed. I just put like a Netflix movie on and off I went and coloured and painted and did my thing. But yeah, this one came out really beautifully. Really happy with how this turned out. So yeah, honourable mention for this guy here. And I'm actually looking forward to doing some more backgrounds with this metallic paint. It came out really quite smooth. I think I ended up doing 3 layers to get it so opaque, but it was, yeah, it came out really nicely. I'm really happy with how it came out. All right, guys, that is my top 10 for 2025. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the pictures that I have done, that I've chosen that I think were the best from this year that I liked to do, I guess. Some of them maybe weren't as good as others, but that's okay. It was all part of the process and the enjoyment around it, and even the memories that I made while I was doing it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you soon for the next video. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you soon.